It's showtime.
Hey, welcome to Did You Watch Survivor Last Night? This is the Smart Guys podcast. My name is Jake Scheidel. Each week I ask my best friend Thomas Powell if he did indeed watch a certain reality show. Hey, Thomas, how's it going today?
Jake, I am doing great. I am currently sitting crisscross applesauce on the floor of my parents' basement with some football playing on the projector in the background. They're currently in Ireland and having fun out there. So while the dog is away, the cat will watch football, as they say.
Yeah, just a clarification. Is it your parents in Ireland or the footballers who are out there having fun?
That would be really funny if it was like, yeah, my parents are here. All the football teams went to Ireland, so I had to go over here to watch that.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense to me.
I mean, everyone is playing football in their respective cities. My parents are currently in Ireland, and they're in Kilkenny as of the text I got like an hour ago from my dad.
Wow,
Seemed like they're having a good time.
The town from South Park? Oh my God, they killed Kenny. Oh, speaking of Christmas, hey, Santa Claus. Didn't know Santa Claus was going to make an appearance today. We were just talking about how it's a little early, but yeah, Thomas refuses to do any Halloween bits until October 1st, but does Santa year round because he just loves the guy so much.
Yeah.
Thomas is like,
I know somebody's not getting coal in their stocking after that joke.
Thomas is like, it's the most wonderful time of the year. Why don't we act like that all year long, and then everyone would be happy and be good? Then he goes into Woodland Mall. That's a local reference, and sits on a big chair.
I don't care about the most wonderful time of the year. I care about the most wonderful time for a beer, which is right now watching football. Am I right? Where my dog's at?
Woof, woof, woof. What beers are you drinking there, Tomas? And this is a bottle check.
Bottles in the ice, like a blizzard.
Whoa, okay. I'm drinking one beer. I'm not drinking beers. I'm drinking a Founders All Day IPA.
Oh, very nice.
Which is crisp, like 4% beer.
I'm drinking a crisp beverage as well. Do you want to take a guess?
I'm going to say you're drinking water.
You know I am. Lori Lightfoot's favorite beverage. I almost just referenced an old conversation we had like 2 weeks ago on this podcast about a really good joke I made.
It's time to stop living in the past.
It was already in the show. Remember when
It's time to stop living in the past and start living in the future.
That's right. Thomas, do you want to have a food fight?
Like that, isn't that the name of the Seth Rogen animated movie that has like the super upsetting animation?
I believe that was Sausage Party. I had the same thought.
It was Sausage Party. I swear there's a movie called Food Fight.
Food Fight movie came out in 2012, it looks like. It stars Lawrence Kasanoff, Charlie Sheen, Eva Longoria, Christopher Lloyd, Hilary Duff, Wayne Brady, Haley Duff. What the fuck is this movie?
Is this an animated movie?
I haven't gotten that far. It had a budget of $45 to $65 million. Thomas, this is actually the thing we're doing. It's Food Fight takes place in Marketopolis Supermarket, which after closing time transforms into a city where all the citizens are Ikes, personified well-known marketing icons. The story follows cereal brand mascot Dex Dog Detective. All right, I know what we're doing next week.
Dex Dog Detective. Yeah, I want to say maybe the Flophouse or something did an episode on this one. Because the phrase Dex Dog Detective, like it set off some sort of sensor in the back of my brain. Like I've heard this before. It didn't sound weird to me. It sounded familiar.
Well, it's just such a natural phrase to say. After raising tens of $millions in funding, Food Fight had a troubled and much delayed production. The film was originally scheduled for Christmas 2003 theatrical release. However, it had failed to materialize, and later planned release dates in 2005 and 2007 were also missed. By September 2011, and that 20 is very important as I say that, After the producers defaulted on a loan, creditors auctioned off film's assets and all associated rights to Lionsgate. God, what a...
Have you seen the poster for this thing?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, and it's the Vlasic Pickle Boy.
They're in like a basket, and it's Aunt Jemima, which is even... That's like... This is an even more doomed movie in retrospect.
Yeah.
Because like obviously that would not be in it currently. The Vlasic Pickles stork, the Twinkie mascot, and the Starkist tuna guy.
And it looks like there's 2 children, or perhaps Indiana Jones and another child running behind the cart. And also there's hot dogs in the sky, and burgers, and a pizza.
There's a cupcake. There's a couple cupcakes up there too.
That's fun.
Anyway,
I don't want to watch this movie anymore.
If you guys want to hear more about the movie Food Fight, tune in to episode number 138 of the Flophouse, a movie podcast. That is why I remembered it, because they did in fact do that, and I remember the episode being funny. So you can have them explain the rest of the movie.
Yeah, we don't need to subject ourselves to that. We did not cast Aunt Jemima on our Food Fight for obvious reasons, but we did have quite the 2 tribes here cast this week in a season we're calling Survivor Food Fight. First tribe is food mascots. Let's run through these and just give me any immediate thoughts you have, Thomas. Chester Cheetah, Count Chocula, Gorton's the Fisherman, Jolly Green Giant, Little Debbie, Mr. Peanut, Morton Salt, Umbrella Girl, I don't know her name, Pillsbury Doughboy, Tony the Tiger, and Toucan Sam. What do you think of this tribe?
I think that Chester Cheetah has a real strong, game. I think that he's got a real shot to win this thing. Tony the Tiger, I think, is going to be a little too type A. I think people are going to get sick of him. He's going to Boston Rob it. I'm trying to think of who else. I think you could potentially, I think Pillsbury Doughboy's kind of non-threatening, so I think potential GOAT there.
Okay, sure.
And I'm trying to think of who else is in there. Mr. Peanut, dark horse candidate.
I don't trust Mr. Peanut to make it far. I think he's going to be like David Sampson on Cagayan, where he thinks he's like the best guy ever, and then he gets voted out immediately. I guess that's a lot of people on this show, but...
Well, that's true, yeah. I think they probably all think they're hot shit.
Yeah. And then their opponents are the fast food mascots tribe. This was not a thing in Food Fight the movie, as far as I can tell. We've got Bob the Big Boy. Did you know Big Boy's name is Bob?
I did not know that. That is very good to know, though.
From the Big Boy franchise of restaurants. Chuck E. Cheese, Chuckles Entertainment Cheese, Charles Entertainment Cheese, excuse me. Colonel Sanders, Little Caesar, the Quiznos Sponge Monkey, the Taco Bell Chihuahua, the Burger King, the Hamburglar, the Noid from Domino's, and Wendy's from Wendy's. It's just the one Wendy. What do you think of this tribe? Who stands out here?
Can you go through them again real quick?
I did go very fast. Big Boy from Big Boy. Charles Entertainment Cheese from Chuck E. Cheese. Colonel Sanders from KFC. Little Caesar from Little Caesars. The Sponge Monkey from Quiznos. The Chihuahua, Gidget is her name, from Taco Bell. The Burger King from Burger King. The Hamburglar from McDonald's. The Noid from Domino's. And Wendy from Wendy's.
Okay, I think that the Hamburglar is going to be like the season villain.
Yeah.
The Noid, I think, is going to be too annoying and will get voted off very quickly. People will understandably want to avoid him.
Avoid the Noid.
And then I'm trying to think of who else is in here. King, I think he's going to play a subtle game, and I think he'll probably be pretty strong in challenges. And I think that the Sponge Monkey also people will get annoyed by and vote off.
Yeah, I think Sponge Monkey might be the first person actually ever physically murdered on television on Survivor. I wouldn't be surprised. I will tell you, I gave everybody stats of varying degrees, and the Noid stats are all pretty much as low as they can be. I don't expect to see him go far. I said social. I said bad. It said strong. It said no. Tony the Tiger obviously has all the best stats, and everybody else also has stats. So here we go. What's Jeff Probst say? Thomas, can you introduce this season as Jeff Probst? Food Fight is the name of it, remember?
All right. What season of Survivor would this be?
On the Brantesteele, we are playing with David versus Goliath.
Which is season what?
37, I think.
All right. Yeah, let's see. What would Jeff say? How many contestants are there in this full season?
20.
20. Yeah. 37 contestants, 20 brands. We're breaking out the big guns on this season of Survivor Food Fight.
37 contestants?
30, yeah. Jeff got his wires crossed, okay? He's not used to talking about brands.
All right, so the first thing that happens...
Our 37th season, 20 brands. We're breaking out the big guns on this season of Survivor Food Fight.
Perfect. Before the challenge, the fast food mascots tribe will select 2 members from each tribe who will compete for the challenge based on first impressions. They are assumed to be the food mascot's weakest and fast food mascot's strongest members. And in turn, whatever. It's the first challenge from David vs. Goliath. You all remember it. Toucan Sam and Mr. Peanut compete for the food mascots. Strong team. You know what? I would love to see these two be friends. I feel like they have good energy together.
You're already being like, they should kiss.
I don't think
I want the brands to kiss.
I don't think Toucan Sam and Mr. Peanut should kiss.
Okay, you fucking homophobe. All right, yeah, I'm sorry that they can't find love because you don't support their kind.
Who do I want most to see kiss on this season? And I got to be careful because a couple of them are children. Probably Chester Cheetah and Tony the Tiger on this season. Maybe Tony the Tiger and Colonel Sanders. Sponge Monkey and the Colonel compete for the fast food mascots. The food mascots win the reward. They win pre-cut lumber and additional supplies to help set up camp. How exciting is that?
It's so exciting.
Oh, do you want to hear the alliances I set up? I forgot I set up alliances too.
Yes, I would love to hear them.
So we've got the Snacks Alliance, which is Chester Cheetah, Little Debbie, and Mr. Peanut. We've got the Breakfast Boys, which is Count Chocula, Pillsbury Doughboy, Tony the Tiger, and Toucan Sam. The Healthy Heads, Gorton, Jolly Green Giant, Mr. Peanut, and Morton Salt Girl. And, of course, we've got the Cereal Society. And I think this is the group that's going to take down the whole rest of the game. Count Chocula, Tony the Tiger, and Toucan Sam. Name a more unstoppable force. The I-24? No. It's all about the Cereal Society. On the other side, we've got the Pizza Pals, who is Chuck E. Cheese, Little Caesar, and the Noid, versus the Burger Boys. Well, not versus, they're alliances. Big Boy, Burger King, Hamburglar, and Wendy are all Burger Boys. So we've got the immunity challenge. It's called Matchbox 25. Who do you think wins?
I'm going to say that the fast food mascots win.
You are correct. They also win Flint. On the food mascots, let's see, anything happens. Jolly Green Giant and Tony are bonding. A lot of people are the target because it's the first week. Final targets are the Pillsbury Doughboy and Little Debbie. What is your reaction here?
Final
2 targets. Who do you want to see? Pillsbury Doughboy, Little Debbie are going. One of them.
Pillsbury Doughboy or Little Debbie? Probably Little Debbie.
Wow. Not a feminist. Doesn't support children.
Nope.
Little Caesar found the hidden immunity idol. The Noid had a major meltdown. The Colonel and the King have found something in common. Chuck E. Cheese and the Noid have a small fight, which results in the Noid leaving the Pizza Pals Alliance. It was only 3 people to begin with.
Maybe not as strong an alliance as you previously thought.
No, I said Cereal Society was the strong alliance.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay, let's see. It's Little Debbie. She is voted out 8-2 over Pillsbury Doughboy. Little Debbie and Chester Cheetah are the only two who voted for Pillsbury Doughboy. How sad. We don't need to go through alliances again. Little Caesar still has that immunity idol. Let's see. Another brick in the wall is this immunity challenge. Who do you think wins?
I'm going to say I'll say this time the food mascots win.
Would you believe the fast food mascots wins again?
Whoa, okay.
Yeah, I guess. Anything happening? Salt Girl impresses the rest of the team. Count Chocula leaves the Breakfast Boys. Interesting. Because he's still in the Cereal Society, which is nearly the same alliance.
He's just no longer in the Breakfast Boys.
Cereal Society wants to vote out Jolly Green Giant, whereas the Healthy Heads want to vote out Count Chocula. Oh, who's it going to be? Who do you think? Jolly Green Giant's got to be good in challenges, right? Well, you think, but then
it's rough
they haven't won
getting
anything
somebody
yet.
that big out this early.
Yeah, what if you have to jump over a wall or something? Like a 12-foot man is going to be super helpful. Bob,
You said Count Chocula is the other one on the chopping block?
he is indeed the chalk block.
I think it's going to be Count Chocula.
I think you're probably right. Meanwhile, Big Boy and Sponge Monkey have a major fight.
Every time you say Big Boy, you should just say Bob Big Boy, because every time you say Big Boy, I just think it's the rapper.
Yeah, that's a good distinction. Jolly Green Giant has voted out 5-4 over Count Chocula.
I think that people did used to refer to that restaurant as Bob's Big Boy, and then I think it just kind of got shortened to Big Boy because people got sick of saying that.
Get rid of the Bobs. It's cleaner. Oh, yes. Guess who got the secret idol on the Food Mascots tribe?
Is it Count Chocula?
It's Gorton the Fisherman.
Oh, subtle game from Gordon.
I'm feeling big Tom Westman energy from Gorton the Fisherman. Let's see what happens next. It's another immunity challenge called Tangled Up in Blue. Whose song is that?
That is, of course, Bob Dylan.
Who do you think wins this one? Who has Bob Dylan given his music to use in their commercials?
I genuinely don't know the answer to this.
I don't know either. That was a bad question. Anyway, who do you think wins this?
I don't think that Bob
immunity
Dylan
challenge?
licenses a lot of his songs to commercials, but maybe I'm wrong.
Who's winning the challenge? Tangled Up in Blue. Food mascots.
I'm
Fast
gonna
food
say
mascots.
the food mascots.
The fast food mascots win again. They also win pillows, blankets, and chairs. Gordon still has his idol. Tony the Tiger is impressing the rest of the team. Do you think Tony the Tiger... Oh my god, Tony always making the spy shacks. Tiger's very good at hiding. Perfect. Do you think that's why they called him Tony the Tiger?
Yeah, sure.
Toucan Sam has left the Breakfast Boys. A new
The Cereal Society still standing strong, though.
Cereal Society is fine. Breakfast Boys is the problem. I think it might be Pillsbury Doughboy. Food Mascot Tribe Alliance number 1 forms. It's Chester the Cheetah, Gorton the Fisherman, Morton Salt, Umbrella Girl, the Umbrella Girl. Let's see. Pillsbury Doughboy, Toucan Sam, and the Salt Girl are the targets. Who's it going to be? I'm thinking it's got to be Pillsbury Doughboy, right? He's the closer to the group.
If you're on the chopping block twice there, I think it's probably.
Would you be surprised to hear that Gidget and Hamburglar are bonding?
Not even remotely.
Would you believe that the king, on 2 separate occasions, impressed the rest of the team?
I think that I'm surprised he hasn't done it more, if we're being real.
Hamburglar leaves the Burger Boys Alliance, and Sponge Monkey rests at camp to restore their energy. Food mascots go to Tribal Council, and it is Pillsbury Doughboy. 4-2. Let's see. Count Chocula, Gorton, Morton, and Toucan Sam all voted for Pillsbury Doughboy. I guess those Breakfast Boys were not boys in fact at all. Let's see what else happens. How's the football game?
I'm not really paying close attention to any of them. I have it on NFL Network, so it's just
Nice.
showing the highlights that are happening.
Well,
Lions already won, so.
Yeah, that's all that matters. This next page on Brantesteele.com says, title unknown. It's an immunity challenge. Who do you think wins?
You know what? It'll be funny when I switch to fast food mascots and it's the first time they lose, but I'm gonna say they're gonna keep it going. Fast food.
So fast they didn't even read the rules because the food mascots won this tribe.
Oh my
or this
god!
immunity.
Of course, I should have stayed. I should have stuck with it. I shouldn't have. Shouldn't have allowed myself to be influenced.
You should have realized, like, something's off about this challenge. For whatever reason, it's just called Title Unknown. Perhaps it's because the food mascots win. Do you think this sounds like a good meal? Bag of Cheetos, a bowl of Count Chocula, a fish stick, a peanut, some salt, a bowl of Frosted Flakes, and a bowl of Fruit Loops.
No, not really.
It sounds awful.
It does not sound. Yeah, just put some salt on that.
Sprinkle one thing of salt on there. Gorton still holds on to his idol. Gorton and Morton find something in common. Yeah, it's their rhyming names. They could be on Rhyme Crimes together. Imagine that. They're like Cops Are Us, a multi-season alliance.
Yeah, the strongest imaginable.
Gidget and Wendy find something in common. Hamburglar has a major meltdown. Apparently finds something in common with Gidget, though. And a new alliance forms. Colonel Sanders, the Taco Bell Chihuahua known as Gidget, the Burger King, and the Hamburglar.
Wow.
Would you... Okay. It's the first time the fast food mascots are going to Tribal Council. Who do you think the two targets are?
First time that fast food is going. I'm going to say probably the Noid and the Sponge Monkey.
You're incorrect. You're in fact correct, I should say. Noid. Okay, everybody votes for Noid except for the Noid, who votes for Sponge Monkey. Why did they do an annoying guys alliance?
Yeah, come on. They got to band together on this one.
Okay, there's a twist. New tribes are randomly assigned. There are 3 new tribes. Members of the 3rd tribe will have to start from scratch. One castaway is exiled, and it is Charles Entertainment Cheese. He is given an opportunity to find an idol nullifier, but does not find it. The new Vuku tribe is Colonel Sanders, Little Caesar, Mr. Peanut, the Sponge Monkey, and the Burger King. Strong tribe, except for one of them.
They did, in fact, avoid the Noid, though.
They did avoid the Noid successfully before the twist. What is this one called? The Swap Tribes? The Tribe Swap? Is this called the Swap Tribes?
Yeah. I've never watched this show before.
On the new Jabeni, it's Bob the Big Boy, Chester Cheetah, Count Chocula, Gorton, and Wendy. Honestly, a strong tribe. All of those people, I think, are going to be really good. Although, remember what happened to Jabeni in Dave vs. Goliath. They were quite bad. And then, on the Tiva tribe, probably the most chaotic of all these tribes. Morton the Salt Girl, Gidget the Taco Bell Chihuahua, the Hamburglar, Tony the Tiger, and Toucan Sam. I feel like Jabeni's the strongest tribe of these 3 now, no?
It's tough, but yeah, I think I'm inclined to agree with you on that one.
Tiva tribe looks terrible. Let's see. Little Caesar still has his mascot idol, and then there's alliances that have been broken up. Gorton, has his idol still. That's great. Some more alliances are broken up, and on the Tiva, there is an idol hidden, but nobody's found it yet, and none of the alliances are in sync anymore. Tiva wins immunity. Vuku wins immunity. Tiva wins pastries, coffee, and iced coffee. Huh. What a feast.
That sounds good right about now. I could go for some of that.
And let's see, anything happens at camp. Mr. Peanut works hard at camp and becomes tired. Now, remember what happened to Mr. Peanut a few years ago. He is an old man.
He did die.
He did die. Not the first time we've brought somebody back to life for one of these simulated seasons, I think. Chester is considering Count Chocula a challenge liability. That's a lot of CHs. I'm so sorry. The final targets are Count Chocula and Gorton.
Yeah, Count Chocula challenge liability. Liability.
Just Chocula.
Just Chocula.
The Tiva idol has been found by Toucan Sam. I gotta say, that makes a lot of sense. He is a bird, he can fly, he has very good eyes. And a very good nose. No, follow your nose wherever it goes. And it's the stinkiest idol of all. Do you think... Okay, what do you think what do you think the idols are in Survivor Food Fight?
I'm gonna say they're a burger and like a pizza.
That makes a lot of sense. And taco, because there needs to be a third one too, because there's 3 tribes.
Oh, there needs to be a third one. Yeah, we'll say a taco.
Yeah.
Or I guess I don't know. Some of them should be like, or there's maybe like a bag of chips.
All that.
So they could be like a regular food also.
This is all that. This is all that. Hamburglar leaves the alliance that he was in with Colonel Sanders, Taco Bell, Chihuahua, and the Burger King. Okay. No one plays an idol, which is fine because Count Chocula is choted out. Everybody voted for him.
Chire represents your chife. When your chorch goes out.
Chore you. Benny got rid of Count Chocula, but they couldn't get rid of the CH because now Chuck E. Cheese is on their tribe.
That's right. Charles Chentertainment Cheese.
And I am saying tribe with a CH. Chitreni. Not Jabeni anymore. Now they're called Chitreni. That's funny. Do you think, what's his name, left that alliance just because they weren't on the same tribe anymore?
Yeah, probably.
I also appreciate that Gorton was able to recognize that he was targeted, but didn't play his idol. That's some Tom Westman shit right there.
That's how you separate a good player from a great one.
Exactly. This one is it's a reward challenge called Ballistic Missiles. Do you get it?
Do they shoot balls at stuff?
Yeah, the 2 members of each tribe will shoot balls at stuff. Tiva tribe wins. They also win 3 hens and a rooster. And then the...
Oh, yes, of course. This is the David versus Goliath season, right?
Yeah.
So this is where you get... wasn't that season Ty was on, where Ty really liked the chickens?
No, that was Wrong.
Oh, okay.
But, I mean, that happens a lot, so it could happen here. You know, you've got a Chihuahua, you've got a bird, you've got a young girl, but you also have a thief and a tiger on this tribe. So we'll see what happens to those chickens. On the Chicheni tribe, they win a dozen eggs. All of these creatures eat eggs, it appears. Big Boy, Big Boy makes a good egg. Gordon's fisherman, I'm sure when he's out and fishing, he's got eggs on his boat to feed his crew. Wendy, she's got breakfast. Chester Cheetah, scrambled eggs with some Cheetos in it. Tasty. Eggs on your pizza at Chuck E. Cheese. Delicious. I love food. And you can too.
Etc.
Okay. At the Immunity Challenge, it's called A Bridge You Must Cross. Is that a song?
I don't think so, because I also don't think that, what was the name of the last one? Ballistic Missile? I don't think that's the name of a song either.
The Tiva tribe wins immunity, and so does the Chicheni tribe. Wow. So many CHs on this tribe. I forgot Chester Cheetah's also on that tribe.
I like it's already hard for me to like follow what's going on when it's just being like listed to me, and now it's impossible because I don't remember which tribe that is in the first place, and it has a different name now.
Pay attention. The king is impressing the rest of the team. Mr. Peanut works hard at camp and becomes tired again. My guy's gonna get medevaced.
He's gonna die of exhaustion.
The Colonel extremely despises Sponge Monkey. Sponge Monkey considers the Colonel
You
challenge.
and me both, Colonel.
Colonel a challenge liability, and the king considers Little Caesar a challenge liability. So it's Little Caesar and the Sponge Monkey.
Yeah, Little Caesar is too used to like relaxing and being fed grapes.
Yeah, that's fair. Anja Benny, Bob, and Chester bond strongly. Chuck is impressing the rest of the team. It's weird to see him referred to as Chuck. Who is he? Geek Squad guy from NBC's 2008 hit Chuck?
Yeah. Written by the creator of the OC.
The king has left the Burger Boys Alliance. It's now just Big Boy and Wendy. Which is good, I think. You know, leave the burger chains to the younger generation. How old do you think the king is?
I think the king could be any age, right? I'm going to say the king is like 70, but he looks like real good for his age.
I got to that point in Killing It where Tim Heidecker goes, "How old do you think I am?" And the guy goes, "I don't know, like 49." He goes, "No, I'm 42, but look 31." Good bit, good show. The Tiva tribe hidden immunity is not currently hidden until... Wait, what? Oh, right. It's not hidden because it's already been found. I hate how they do that. Gidget and Hamburglar bond slightly. Okay. Interesting. Caesar has the fast food mascots. It's time to vote. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and they'd like to play it, now is the time to do so. Thomas, what do you think? Little Caesar plays it right now or not?
I'm going to say yes.
Who does he play it for?
Does he play it for himself?
He plays it for his good friend, the king.
Wow.
First vote, Sponge Monkey. Second vote, Caesar. Third vote, Sponge Monkey, Sponge Monkey, Sponge Monkey. Why did he do that?
So the king got no votes.
The king got no votes.
So he could have just done nothing and he would have been fine, but he didn't even play it on himself, even though he got a vote.
He got distracted. Yeah, obviously everybody voted for Sponge Monkey. God, I need to get to this fucking merge already. Am I right or am I right?
Yeah, come on now.
This is taking forever. We're skipping through all the shit that happens. Reward challenge. Vuku tribe wins. They win cooking utensils, herbs, and spices, and kebabs. Oh, of course. Herbs goes to Colonel Sanders. Herbs and spices. It's gotta. 13 herbs and spices, yeah. Thomas. Come on.
That's an easy win for him.
Yeah. The Tiva tribe wins reward as well. They win kebabs. Tiva is more Insult Girl, Taco Bell Chihuahua, the Hamburglar, Tony the Tiger, and Toucan Sam, if you forgot. This immunity challenge is called Dishwalla.
That's a band. It's the name of a band.
Thank you. The Tiva tribe wins, and the Jabeni tribe wins. That's Big Boy, the boy, Chester Cheetah, Chuck E. Cheese, Gorton's Fisherman, and Wendy. Chendi, as they like to call her, too, sometimes. It's a fun little joke. Let's see. The targets are Mr. Peanut, Colonel Sanders, and Little Caesar. And it comes down to... Oh, wait. What? Sorry. Something happened. Bob is impressing the rest of the team. Chester is impressing the rest of the team. But he leaves the alliance that he was in with Gorton and Morton. And Chuck is completely worn out, but not giving up. Just like a rat. Okay, well, Little Caesar's voted out. What a dumbass.
You know what? I expected better of Little Caesar.
Why did he play that idol last tribal?
Played it for no one and then got voted out when he needed it. What an idiot.
He literally got
What a
all of the
maroon.
votes. Okay, we're finally to the merge. Okay, I'm so happy. Reminder of who's on the merge tribe now. And we're going to get your response and see who you're excited for. Big Boy, the Big Boy, Chester Cheetah, Chuck E. Cheese, Colonel Sanders, Gorton's Fisherman, Mr. Peanut, Morton Salt Umbrella Girl, Gidget the Taco Bell Chihuahua, the Burger King, the Hamburglar, Tony the Tiger, Toucan Sam, and Wendy from Wendy's.
I feel like I picked these pretty good from the start. I think all of the key players that I pointed out are still in the game. The only one I think I was kind of wrong about was I thought Tony the Tiger was going to be out before the merge, but
Tony the Tiger's the best.
So I think I said Chester Cheetah was my favorite to win. I think I'm sticking with that. I think that the Gorton's Fisherman has played a really good game. I think he's got a good shot. And you know what? Keep an eye on the Morton Salt Girl. Because she's played a nice subtle game and also was once featured on a T-shirt for the band Jawbreaker. So that's two big things going in her favor.
Yeah, that's actually when they have the loved ones, that whole band is going to come see her. Okay, Hamburglar has found a vote steal power that can be used at any tribal council up to the final 5. And the other two guys still have their idols. And the alliances are all back. We don't need to go through them again. Bob the Big Boy wins immunity in an immunity challenge called Ringleader. Sorry, I didn't make you guess. I got excited. You know, I think I might be rooting for Bob the Big Boy.
Yeah, you know what? I would be totally fine with it.
Mr. Peanut leaves the Healthy Heads Alliance. Now it's just Gorton and Morton.
Which Orton will win?
Huh. I'm always rooting for Randy. You know that.
Randall Keith.
Hamburglar strongly dislikes Chuck. Fair. He's a fucking mouse. Gross. Wendy has a slightly negative opinion of Tony. Fair. And Chester has a slightly negative opinion of Toucan Sam. Obviously, one's a cat and one's a bird. That makes a lot of sense. Final targets are Chuck E. Cheese and Tony the Tiger. Who would you rather see go at this point?
Probably Tony the Tiger.
Well, sorry, it's Chuck E. Cheese. He's gone.
No, not he's so cool though.
He's the coolest.
Probably because they didn't have any. Probably because they didn't have any skateboarding challenges.
Yeah, skateboarding on the beach. That's what we want to see, Jeff. Still, nothing is hidden. Alliances are still around. There's a reward challenge called Raise the Roof. What's that?
What would they be doing?
I meant like
probably,
what's
they probably have to hold
to,
something.
But...
Probably have to hold something up.
Yeah.
I mean, you're familiar with raising the roof. It's a dance move. So.
Yeah. Big Boy, Gordon's Fisherman, Morton Salt Girl, and the Taco Bell Chihuahua and the Hamburglar and the Tony the Tiger all win. They win a dozen pizzas to be joined at camp. That's 2 pizzas a person. Wait.
It's a lot of pizzas.
There were only 12 people left. Why don't just give everybody a pizza? Jeff?
It's honestly rude of them to do that right after the Little Caesar got voted out.
Don't Buoy Me Love is the next immunity challenge. Who do you think wins this one?
I'm going to say that... I'll say the Bob's Big Boy wins this one.
You got to think about how good balancing everybody is. And it's actually Tony the Tiger wins this one.
Oh, he's going to be the guy that like dominates the challenges and then gets voted off.
I could see that happening, definitely. Salt Girl and Wendy bond. The king is completely worn out, but not giving up. You are right. He is old. And let's see, who is the final targets? Toucan Sam and Big Boy. I don't want to see either of them go. I like both of them.
No. I'm going to say Toucan Sam.
Well, Hamburglar uses the vote steal power on Salt Girl, so she can no longer vote, and Hamburglar can vote 1 extra time. Nobody plays any idols. Toucan Sam, Bob. Toucan Sam, Sam, Bob, Bob, Sam, Bob. Bob is gone.
Oh, no!
Yeah, that's too bad. Okay, who's next? Still so many people. Oh my god. I should have picked a smaller cast. What happened to... Never mind. I was going to say, what happened to that third person who had an advantage? It was literally just you. That's why. Okay, so I'm realizing now not everybody's seen what I'm seeing. At the reward challenge, it's called All Mixed Up. What do you think they do?
Gonna say they get put in a giant mixing bowl. Also, that's a song by the Cars.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's two groups of 5 are put in 2 big mixing bowls. Whoever can name more of the Cars songs wins.
Oh, I would have been good at this one.
Well, here you think that, but here's the thing. Jeff is standing outside of the large mixing bowls, and both large mixing bowls are on very high speed, so you can't really hear anything, so you have to be super loud. It's a tough challenge. Group 2 consists of 5 castaways. Group 1 consists of 5 castaways. Group 1 wins. They win a trip to a burger bar, complete with beer and soft drinks. This is, of course, Chester Cheetah, Colonel Sanders, Gorton's Fisherman, The Burger King, and Toucan Sam. Boys Trip. Who wins the immunity challenge called Roll Away the Dew?
I'm going to say Tony the Tiger.
This is like a reference to water, right? And like...
Yeah.
What's a popular phrase about water if something's really easy? Because the person who won this, it was like really easy for them. It's like water.
Easy as water.
Easy as water. That's right. Toucan Sam wins this one.
What was the phrase about water that you were trying to get me to remember?
It's like water off a duck's back.
Okay.
Because they're both birds, you know?
Toucan Sam is not a duck.
Both are birds. You were say, oh, duck. Look, a duck's back. And I go, oh, and what is a duck? And you say, a bird. Oh, what else is a bird? A toucan. You love the toucans, I know that.
Toucans are, you know what? It's not a phrase like water off a toucan's back.
Follow your nose wherever it goes. That's a phrase. You know who said that? A toucan. Toucan Sam and Wendy bond. The Colonel and Hamburglar have a major fight. Chester and Gidget have a small fight. That tracks. Chihuahuas are always barking at everybody. Let's see. The final targets are Colonel Sanders and Tony the Tiger.
I'm going to say Colonel Sanders. Tony seems to be having a blessed game so far.
Colonel Tony, Colonel Tony, Colonel Tony, Colonel Tony, Colonel Tony. Tony the Tiger. The tribe has spoken. Tony the Tiger. The tribe has spoken.
It was so close.
So close, yet so far. He got Boston robbed. In that he got voted out. Okay.
He was the Joe. He was the Joe of this season.
Which Joe?
The canceled Joe.
Okay, cool.
Hot canceled Joe.
The group... It's a group reward challenge called Back in Slack.
This is a challenge where they all have to be... they have to deliver a bunch of messages over Slack to each other.
Whoever can do the most messages in a minute wins.
How many reaction gifs can you send?
Group 1 is Colonel Sanders, Gorton's Fisherman, Morton's Salt Girl, Taco Bell Chihuahua, Toucan Sam, and they win Survivor Picnic with wraps and wine letters from home. But they don't even get whatever. Okay, this one is called Uncomfortably Numb. It's an immunity challenge. We, of course, remember this is a song by Pink Floyd.
This is a song. Actually, you're wrong. Comfortably Numb is a song by Pink Floyd. Uncomfortably Numb is a song by American Football featuring Hayley Williams of Paramore.
When did that come out?
After this show. I think they were just doing like a joke name based off of Comfortably Numb, but there is actually a song that I like better than Comfortably Numb called Uncomfortably Numb.
How dare they make jokes about songs? well discussed in Survivor. That's our bit. Survivor can't be taking our bit. We barely have any bits to begin with.
Yeah, we have so few. They can't just do this to us.
Their budget is
What
$1
are they
million.
going to talk about? What are they going to take the Chus Chandler thing next? We'll have nothing. We'll be ruined.
That was so good. Who do you think wins Uncomfortably Numb? And if you say Haley Williams, it's not. She doesn't.
I am going to say Haley Williams. I'm saying Haley
wrong.
Williams wins.
Wrong. Guess again.
More like Haley wins tons.
All right.
Yeah, I'll say that Chester Cheetah wins.
No, it's Toucan Sam again.
Wow, Toucan Sam.
Look, the man can fly. That's a huge advantage. Like, how many times is a challenge like, oh, climb up this big tower? Okay, well, I have wings. I'm going to fly. You can see better with your eyes, so puzzles are probably easier. You have talons, so if somebody gets ahead, you can, like, dig into their legs or arms or back or neck. Head, even. I'm just saying, being a toucan on Survivor seems like a great advantage.
Yeah, that does seem like... Are there any other flying mascots, or is Toucan Sam the only one?
I guess if the wind got bad enough, Morton Salt Girl could fly. Mr. Peanut, if you throw him.
Yeah. Flying,
Mr. Peanut,
as we all know from Toy Story, flying is falling with style.
exactly. Mr. Peanut and Hamburglar have a small fight. Has a lasting impact. Doesn't sound that small then, huh? The king is impressing the rest of the team. And guess what happens to the colonel?
Does he die or something? What?
He's medically evacuated for the game due to an injury.
No! He ate too many herbs and spices.
He did. He was like a 14th herb or spice. All right, we're down to the final 9 or so. I don't know. I've stopped counting. Snacks Alliance is still going strong. It's Chester Cheetah and Mr. Peanut. The Healthy Heads Food Mascots Tribe is Gordon's Fisherman and Morton Salt Girl. The fast food is Taco Bell and Burger King are still aligned. And then there's another of 5 people. That's pretty dominant. Okay, this is a good challenge name. It's called Beastie Buoys, and it's for reward.
Oh, I love that.
What do they do?
I'm going to say that they probably have to balance on a buoy.
Accurate. Mr. Peanut, once again, is not picked to participate in this challenge. This is the 3rd or 4th time that's happened to Mr. Peanut. The group of Morton Salt Girl, Gidget, Toucan Sam, and Wendy win. They win an afternoon cruise and a feast. How wonderful. Girls trip plus Toucan Sam. It's been mostly, I mean, I guess this makes sense because there's so many men on this season. Because apparently women don't advertise food as much as male characters do for whatever reason. But most of the women for female characters are still in the game. So that's a win for feminism, and we should be proud of ourselves. Do you have any comments on feminism and capitalism, Thomas?
No, I prefer to, let women speak on this subject,
Well, Thomas, we don't have any women on this podcast.
I'm trying to amplify other voices.
Okay, well, me too. Here's my next
Well,
attempt.
that's not true. You said we should be proud of ourselves. You're trying to take all the
We
credit
should
for
be
it,
proud
like a
of
typical male
ourselves.
ally. Like a typical male ally. I was just trying to make space.
Yeah, big space you did. I thought the phone died.
It was a respectful silence.
We must be respectful of all of the females in the world.
Yes, every single woman. I was too busy respecting every woman in the world. I was paying tribute to all of our brave queens, and you were trying to take all the credit away from them.
I'm just saying they're doing a good job.
You were saying you were doing a good job.
Yeah, I did a good job in casting them. Yes, I didn't cast as many women, But that's because I couldn't find as many strong ones.
This is like you being like, I've done so much for this community. I've created so many jobs. I've created so many jobs for these women.
Exactly.
Which means I should get all the credit for it.
Yes. Where would they be without me? I'm just saying, I'm the good guy, you know?
You put them on, you put them in there, and you can take them out.
Yes.
If they want. If they do something you don't like, you can...
I brought them into this world, you know? And I could take them out. Just like they took out Big Boy. Bob. Not Big Boy the rapper.
You'll never forgive women for destroying Big Boy.
They got mad that boy is in his name. They were like, we're moving past that. We're not boys and girls anymore. Now we're all mascots here. That's what they said to him. And he said, not me. I'm big and a boy. Those are my only personality traits. The next challenge is called Word Forward. What do they think they do in this one?
He said word forward?
Word forward. And is that a reference to something?
I don't think so, but it's probably some sort of like, is it like a word puzzle challenge?
Yeah, it's a word puzzle challenge. Here's a word puzzle for you. If you added 5 to the beginning of the first word of this challenge name, what would it be called? But still pronounced it the same way. Does that make sense?
This is the most confusing way you could have phrased this possible.
Okay. Add 5 to the first letter of the first word. Letters. What comes after W?
Is it I was going to say crossword maybe, but since it's not the...
No, I can understand why you would think that, because I did say add 5 to the beginning, but no, I mean literally punch up 5 on your alphabet machine. So it's not word forward anymore. Oh, word for word. Word for word. I get it now. It took us this long to figure it out, but I get it now.
Okay, well, just tell me what you were saying. I'm not doing this with you, with your stupid tricks.
Word for word, more like bird for word. Toucan Sam wins. That's 3 in a row for old Sammy.
Yeah. You know, you also could have said, it's not tricks, it's Fruit Loops. Toucan Sam wins.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Why wasn't the Tricks Rabbit on here, out of curiosity?
Because I forgot he existed until I already finalized the cast, and I didn't want to add another man. I'm trying to make space for women. So Gordon still has his idol. Toucan Sam still has his idol. Toucan Sam might win this thing. Chester is impressing the rest.
He's making a good case for himself right now.
Gordon and Gidget bond. Hamburglar leaves the alliance that he was in. Gidget restores her energy at camp. Obviously, she's a little tiny dog. She needs to sleep all the time. Toucan Sam is targeting Gordon because Toucan Sam does not like Gordon. How about that?
I mean, he knows he's a threat. Gordon's been playing a good game.
Oh, yeah. Chester Cheetah, Gidget, and the Hamburglar are the final 3 targets. And it comes down to, oh, boy. Oh, it's a tie between Chester and Gidget. 3-3. Hamburglar gets 2 votes. Wendy gets 1 vote. Interesting. So they tie, and they revote. Gidget, Chester, Gidget, Chester, Gidget, Gidget. Damn, after we talked so much about women being powerful and succeeding in business and life and, most importantly, Survivor. And capitalism.
What are we doing to our queens?
Hamburglar voted for Wendy. Don't know why. Gordon and Salt Girl voted for Hamburglar. Bad. Shouldn't have done that. Could have gotten Chester out. But I guess not. I guess Gidget's not good enough for these people anymore. Down to the final 8. We're almost there. Okay. This one is called Ringo Stars, but stars like the channel that plays movies.
Okay. This is a Party Down related challenge.
Ah, yes. Party Down trivia. How do you think you'd do in a Party Down trivia challenge?
I think I'd do okay. I haven't rewatched the original. I've rewatched like 1 or 2 episodes of the original, so I might have some blind spots there.
Yeah, I gotta go back and rewatch that too. It's been a while. They break up into pairs, and the pair is Group 3, Chester, Cheetah, and Gorton. They share a reward with 2 other castaways, who are the Burger King and Toucan Sam. They win a barbecue with their loved ones. Yes. Who's Gorton Fisherman's loved one?
It's probably a fish.
Who's Chester Cheetah's loved one?
It's a Cheeto.
Who's Toucan
Donald
Sam's loved
Trump. Toucan Sam's loved one is
It's got to be one of
his
those
like.
kids, right?
Doesn't he have a son or like a nephew or something?
Oh, yeah, he does. Yeah, that sounds familiar. And finally, who's the Burger King's loved one?
It's the whoever the head of the Burger King Kids Club is. That's his son.
Oh, see, I thought I was setting you up to go the Burger Queen. It's like that would have been funny.
Well, this show doesn't approve of having women on it, so she probably wouldn't be welcome.
That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. Gorton wins immunity. Sorry, I got excited. This immunity challenge is called a handout. Who do you think wins?
I'm gonna say the Burger King.
No, Gorton. I literally just told you.
Probably the Burger King.
No, you're confusing the 2 old men. It's easy to do, I understand it, but no, they're 2 different people. Let's see, who is being targeted? It's Toucan Sam and the Hamburglar. Damn. Toucan Sam might get his opportunity to play that idol here, huh?
Could be.
If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and they like to play it, now is the time to do so. Toucan Sam uses the Tiva hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast against Toucan Sam will not count. First vote, Toucan Sam. Second vote, Toucan Sam. Toucan Sam. Toucan Sam. Toucan Sam. Toucan Sam. Hamburglar. Hamburglar. Hamburglar is out. So everybody voted for Toucan Sam except for Mr. Peanut and Toucan Sam. Is that what I said?
I'm glad Toucan Sam didn't vote for himself.
Yeah. This is an interesting alliance here, Mr. Peanut and Toucan Sam. Let's see what happens with that. Down to the final 7 now. Almost there, almost there. Secret advantages. Gorton still has his. That's really good news. And let's see. This one is a reward challenge. It's called pole dancing. Who wins?
I'm going to say that Toucan Sam wins.
Whose place of work has the most poles, you think? Like in their day-to-day business?
Um,
Certainly not a franchise restaurant, right?
I really have no idea.
It's Gorton the fisherman. They have a lot of poles on ships.
Because of the fishing. Well, he uses nets, not poles.
Well, when he wants to do just like some downtime fishing, he likes to use a pole for just himself. He likes to catch himself a little late-night snack, you know? With a pole. Gorton shares the reward with the Burger King and the Salt Girl, and they win a helicopter ride to a beach club. That's fun. And guess who wins an immunity challenge called Rollerball?
Does Toucan Sam?
It's Salt Girl. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Chester and Salt Girl bond strongly. Yeah, they're probably like, oh, too much of us is too much, you know? Gorton rests at camp and restores his energy. And the final targets are the Burger King, Gorton's Fisherman, and Toucan Sam. Damn, my 3 favorite guys. Who do you think is going to go?
To the Burger King.
Let's see. If anybody has the hidden immunity idol and they'd like to play it, now's the time to do so. Gorton uses the food mascot's hidden idol. First vote, Gorton. The king, Toucan Sam. Toucan Sam is out.
Oh, no.
You know? Flew too high to the sun, you know?
So where are we at right now? How many contestants are left?
We are now down to the final 6. We have Chester Cheetah, Gorton's Fisherman, Mr. Peanut, Morton's Salt Girl, the Burger King, and Wendy. Your man's still in it. You said Chester Cheetah, right?
I think basically all the ones I said were going to do well are still in it.
Nice.
Except for like Mr. Peanut's not there anymore, right?
Mr. Peanut is still there.
Oh, he is? Okay, yeah, so like everybody.
All right. Let's see. The merged tribe idol is finally hidden. Nobody finds it yet, though, apparently. This one's called Step Brothers. It's an immunity challenge. Who do you think wins?
I'm going to say that the Salt Girl does.
Salt Girl does indeed win immunity. She wins spaghetti and cake back at camp. A spaghetti meal and cake back at camp. Okay, whatever. Like, does AI write this?
Yeah, it kind of seems like it.
She shares the reward with Gorton and Wendy. Morton and Gorton is a strong alliance. I've been saying it since the beginning. I think they might be the final 2. I wouldn't be mad about it. It's kind of like the classic father-daughter relationship that they love to do on this show, but haven't done it in a while. You know, Leah and Pascal. The 2 people from season 2.
Others.
The other people. I have really bad news for you, Thomas. You might want to quit the show after this. I'm so sorry.
Oh, is Chester Cheetah getting voted off?
It's even worse than that.
Is he getting evacuated?
Chester is medically evacuated due to an injury.
Well, you know what? He didn't lose. He just, his body gave out on him. There's no shame in that.
First ballot, second chancer. I'm saying it right now.
He left it all out on the field.
He really did. You'd think you'd do better with the hot climate. Being a cheetah and all, you know? Guess who found the hidden immunity idol?
Who?
It's Gorton.
Wow.
This one's called Vertigo. This immunity challenge is called Vertigo. What do you think they do?
They probably are up high.
Yeah. Last person to be up high wins. And it would be, who do you think?
I'm going to say, I'll say Gorton.
Gorton wins immunity. He has the necklace. He has the hidden idol. He's impressing the rest of the team. The final targets are the Burger King and Mr. Peanut. I mean, who else is it going to be, you know? Oh, this is why we love Gorton. If anybody has the hidden idol and would like to play it, now is the time to do so. Gorton plays the idol. Guess for whom?
Does he play it for Morton Salt Girl?
He plays it for the king.
Interesting. All right.
The king gets the first 2 votes. Mr. Peanut gets 3. He didn't even have to play it. Bad move from Gorton. Misstep by Gorton. Mr. Peanut's voted out 3-0. Should have been 2, though.
R.I.P. Nut. R.I.P.
Yeah.
Mr. Peanut.
Huh. So maybe he didn't... He must have not trusted Salt Girl. Because Salt Girl, Gorton, and the King all voted for Mr. Peanut. Interesting. So your final 4 is Gorton, Morton, Burger King, and Wendy. Solid final 4.
Wendy, I don't know if Wendy has secretly won this game or if this is a goat, but still kicking despite not coming up a lot.
Maybe it's a Gabler situation.
I hope not.
The final challenge is Samotion. Who wins? We know
Oh
Samotion
man,
is.
who
We
would
don't
win?
have to get.
I'm gonna say that Gorton wins because I feel like the patience of a fisherman would really help here.
And like the being able to find the rhythm of whatever, because you're always on the ship rocking back and forth. Gorton does in fact win immunity. No events occur at camp. Gorton must cast Gorton must grant safety to one other castaway. However, he decides to give up individual immunity and compete in fire. Holy shit. Okay. He gives immunity to the king and grants safety to Salt Girl to compete with Wendy in fire making?
What?
I guess.
This sucks.
He's like, no goats at Final Tribal. Only kings. Would you believe it? Gorton wins. Yeah, of course he does.
Yeah, obviously.
So it's Gorton, Morton, and the Burger King in the Final Tribal Council. Do you want to go through the jury again? Let's go through the jury and see who do you think each person is going to vote for.
Okay.
Who do you think Bob the Big Boy is going to vote for?
He's voting for the Burger King.
The Burger Boys, yeah. Chester Cheetah?
I think he's going to vote for Gorton.
I think he is too. What about Chuck E. Cheese? I feel like he's going Burger King.
I think he's going to vote for Morton Salt Girl.
Oh, interesting. What about Colonel Sanders? He got medevac early. I guess
I think
Chester
he's
did
voting
too.
for Morton Salt Girl.
Because he likes her. I could see him going either way, though, because he also respects other old men, I'm sure. How about this, Mr. Peanut?
He's going to vote for Gorton.
Gidget? He's got to go for Umbrella
Gidget?
Girl.
Yeah, he's voting for Morton Umbrella Girl.
Gidget's a girl, actually. The Hamburglar... Hamburglar's got to go for King. No, Hamburglar's
Yes.
got to go for Gorton.
Yeah.
Tony the Tiger? Gorton. Got to be Gorton. Toucan Sam?
Morton Salt Girl.
You think so? I guess she did win a lot. And finally, Wendy. I feel like Wendy's going Morton Salt Girl.
She's going Morton Salt Girl.
Damn, it could go either way, honestly.
Yeah, I think
Who
it's
do
between
you
Gorton
think
and
it's
Morton.
going to be?
I think it is going to be Morton Salt Girl.
I think it's going to be Gorton. First vote, Gorton, King, Salt Girl, Gorton, Salt Girl, King, Salt Girl, Gorton, Salt Girl wins.
Interesting. Who was right?
Yeah. Great job. Chester, Hamburglar, Mr. Peanut, Tony, and Toucan Sam all voted for Salt Girl. Bob, Chuck, and Wendy voted for Gorton. Gidget and the Colonel voted for the King.
Interesting.
Yeah. Good season, I think. Who do you think wins fan favorite? Who was your favorite?
Fan favorite, obviously, Chester Cheetah.
You know it. Second chance. He's got to be on. Morton Salt Girl wins. Fantastic. Damn. First person out is the youngest person, or a young female character. Last person out, the winner is a young girl as well. Because of feminism, Thomas. Did you know this?
Yeah, you going to take credit for that too?
Yeah, we actually bookended it with feminism, so can't be mad about that. Gorton's fisherman won the most immunities. Toucan Sam won the most challenges overall. He received the most votes. Mr. Peanut was considered the most strategic. Why?
I mean, I think it was a lot of, you didn't see a lot of what he was doing. He was working behind the scenes, he was puppet master.
Yeah. I suppose. Thomas, before we move on to what we talk about at the end anyway, what do we want to do next week? Do we want to do a movie? Do we want to do another simulated season? Do we want to do a different movie?
It's a good question.
Let's see. Survivor 45 starts on the 27th, so I want to say we have a couple weeks before we start that. Obviously, the week before we'll go through the cast, say who we're into, who we're picking, but then we have 1 week before that. So, would you rather do a simulated season or watch a movie?
I'd probably rather watch a movie, but what movie are we watching?
We could try to watch The Truman Show again. Or we could watch Swing Vote. Oh, do you want to watch The Challenge?
No. How about we watch Swing Vote?
All right. Fine. Swing Vote's fine. Yeah, Swing Vote next week.
It's election season, baby.
That's right. It's election season for the next 18 months. Can't wait.
So we might as well get used to it.
Yeah, we love elections here in this country. You can hear more about elections on Blue Sky. Thomas, what's your Blue Sky?
You can follow me at tom.tom.bluesky.social.
You can follow the show on Blue Sky as well, or on YouTube, the Only Fun Survivor podcast. Thomas, what should a person who's listening to this right now write in the comments section and click submit on it?
Ha ha ha, very funny, smiley face.
It's really not hard. What about on Patreon? What shows are there to listen to?
There's Pope and Change, a show with us where we talk about popes with Barack Obama.
Yeah. You can listen to that. I haven't mentioned that one in a while, and it's actually a really good one. What would people write if they wanted to, I don't know, leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or something?
Well, first of all, 5 stars. Second of all, this is my favorite podcast. I like it better than all the other podcasts. I give it a big thumbs up.
Good stuff. Okay, well, do we want to thank the fans?
Thank you, listeners, for listening.
So polite. Okay, well, we'll be back next week with Swing Vote. Can't wait for that one. Until then, Thomas, it is...
Have a great election season.
Deuces. I'm sitting on a stool this week instead of the usual office chair because it squeaks and creaks, you know. And
yeah, you don't want that. I'm sitting on. Yeah, well, not according to Meyer, man. I went in there last weekend, and they, in the seasonal section, they had a bunch of Halloween shit up. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. That's like almost 2 full months from now.
I went to Mariano's yesterday, and they had a bunch of Halloween decor set up, too, and I was like, and we were out in the suburbs, so I was like, ooh, maybe we should get Halloween decor now. It's like, no, we don't need it.
No, yeah, there's Halloween candy out where it's like, that's gonna be fucking stale by the time Halloween comes.
It was like walking through this little, like, 4x4 foot area of Halloween decor and candy, and then it was just like into the aisles checkout. And I was like, you know what? That was the exact right amount of Halloween for right now in the year. It was like, it's a little chilly. I know it's coming. I just need to see it. I know you need to know it exists. I don't need to buy anything.
They had like an animatronic witch. They had like an animatronic witch that was that had sound and everything. And I was like, it is the beginning of September.
Yeah.
It is the first weekend in September.
I saw an allergy pill commercial that pretended it was Christmas. Like, I think it was playing on the fact that it's still summer, but also because it was like a lot of pollen flying through the air, but then they made it look like snow and were playing, it's the most wonderful time of the year.
But the joke is that it's allergy.
It's allergy season, but it leaned pretty heavy into the Christmas theme of it. Yeah, which I didn't appreciate.
No, it's 3 months from now. Come on, everybody.
4 months from now.
It's not 4 months.
3.5
from now.
months.
It's like
now.
3 months and a couple of weeks.
3.5 months. I'm rounding up. I like the whole numbers here. What's the next holiday?
You said 4 months to me like I was dumb. That was why I took exception with it. I was like, oh, no, you're not putting this on me.
I'm not the dumb one here.
That's right.
We're, of course, the Smart Guys podcast.
That's right. Smarten up, pros.